No.
From pixelated past to next-gen dreams, Logan's team got the scoop on gaming scenes. Controllers click, the stories start. News and reviews from the gamer's heart. Press play, power up, join the side quest. Ready2Start Podcast brings you the best. From indie gems to AAA, Logan and friends lead the way every week. Press play.
Hey, everybody, we're back and with a guest. And wow, you, again, okay. So what I was telling, I'm going to go off on a tangent here right at the beginning. So what I was telling Jared at the beginning is you guys never get notifications. And I can tell by the viewer count that people have not gotten crap. And I even texted somebody, hey, did you get a notification? Nobody knows we're live right now. Thank you, YouTube.
Thanks, YouTube. Yeah.
And in about 10 minutes, people will go, oh, I didn't know you guys were live. But thank you guys for being here. And I know all you people that are watching this tomorrow, thank you for watching this. But thank you for joining us. And let me introduce our new guest. We don't have to worry about D-Man. Everybody knows D-Man. Jared, how about you introduce yourself? Tell our audience a little about yourself. There we go.
Yeah. I'm Jared. I run Capture the Magic and CT and Pop.
Okay.
I cover theme parks and I like to cover entertainment. If my channel allows, I do enjoy video games. I play video games my entire life, but theme parks and video games don't always mesh all the time. But yeah, so I'm just always nerding about something, whether it's theme parks, fitness, video games. I have a lot of varied interest and I enjoy diving deep into those. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. I do enjoy your channel. That's why I invited him, guys. And I'm not sure, D-Man, have you been noticing it? Or is something wrong with his video, or is it my end again?
It did lag slightly, just a little, but not much. It's not bad.
Because last week it was my issue.
Yeah.
So
maybe it's on the right thing. After 8 o'clock, I have to shift the Wi-Fi I use. It's weird. And then this one, hopefully, if it doesn't work, I can always refresh, but let me know.
Okay. No problem. But there we go. Cody said, okay, yes, people give us crap because we always start late. That's kind of our thing. And then we always blame it on somebody else. But the guy who we used to blame it on all the time no longer is part of the show. So we can't blame it on him. So
you can still blame it on him. Just, yeah, he's not here to defend himself. Just
Nick! It's Nick's fault. So if anything goes wrong, you can say it's Nick's fault.
Yeah, I'll just shake my fist in the air. There you go.
There you go. All righty, so we're going to get started here since you introduced yourself. Thank you for being here. We're going to start with, like we always do, what have you been playing? How about we let the guest start? Jared, what have you been playing any video games recently?
I have on the Switch with my kids. So my gaming PC, I did the boomer thing of I spilt Coke Zero on my gaming PC and I have to get a new graphics card and a new what was it, RAM. Those are the two things I have to replace. It's bad time for RAM to go out. It's not great. So on the Switch, so I reintroduced my kids to the Shredder's Revenge. Nice. I grew up playing I loved Ninja Turtles as a kid, so that arcade game all the time. So we've been playing that, and my daughter's there you go. Yeah. My guy was always Raphael. I always liked the guy with an attitude.
Hence the name of the channel.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
that's where I got the name of the channel.
And then I had to. I appreciate Leonardo more as I've gotten older. I'm like, he was trying to be responsible with these crazy teenage turtles, but
the only reason I have a Leonardo chair is because they didn't have a Raphael one.
Yeah, Raphael's hard to get. Yeah, he's a tough one. I still, in the original movie when Raphael fights all those Foot Clan guys, I'm just like, that's my jam. I love that. But you got the good stuff there. Yeah, I got
a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff there.
Yeah. Oh man, you got some awesome stuff there. Yeah,
I've got a little obsession. So
I'm still bitter at my mom for throwing out all of my Ninja Turtle toys as a kid because they probably be worth a decent amount of money at this point, maybe. But
my obsession is hard to see, but it's Dragon Ball Z. So
okay. I've never gotten into.
He's a kid. That's why.
I never got into anime stuff, but I reckon it's gotten so big. There's some of the stuff I want to check out, and some of the stuff has like 15 seasons, and I'm like, I don't have time for 15 seasons, but I will eventually. I do. Dragon Ball Z, from what I've seen, looks pretty cool. So
it's funny because you sound just like me. Because people are like, "Oh, you should watch this anime. You should watch this anime." And I was like, "That's too long. I don't have time. I'm gonna go back and watch The Office for the 16th time."
So you're like me. If there's Office trivia, you're gonna know a lot of it. My wife and I used to I think I've rewatched The Office probably like 20 times. I don't even know how many times I've rewatched.
I'm on my 15th, 16th.
Okay.
We just started rewatching it again.
So the more you watch it, the more you dislike Pam, because I do. Like the more every time I rewatch it, more and more.
My wife and I talk about that every time, and I'm
I
like, you should have stuck with Karen.
Agreed. Or Amy Adams. She was a hotter version of Pam. Remember the chick from season 2, that bad girl?
Yeah.
Yep.
I liked Karen. I thought she was, but I'm not a big fan of Pam. She was very okay, but we're not an Office podcast. We'll talk about that later on if you want, but we start that and then look what happens. We don't start the actual podcast for like 30 minutes. Don't worry, it happens all the time.
I do the same thing. You can get me off on side tangents all day long, so you got to keep me in check. We need to. No worries.
What you been playing, D-Man?
Final Fantasy VII Remake on my Switch 2.
Remake?
Yeah, the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just replaying it on. Yeah, I'm replaying it on Switch 2 before Rebirth comes out on Switch 2 next week. So, yep.
So, okay, I'm pulling this up because James Bond made 1.5 copies. Only 1.5 copies? That's sad.
Not many copies.
I got James Bond, the new First Light.
I heard it's
Razer
good.
sent it to me. It's not a video game. It's not much action to it.
That's what I heard.
There's a lot of stuff happening, but I'm just walking so far.
I saw a guy took a controller. He was not controlling it, and the car was just driving itself along the thing.
Was that a car or a boat? Because I saw one where a guy's like, I'm just holding X.
I saw both. I saw the boat, and I saw a guy, and it looked like a trash truck, and it was just going along this thing, and he wasn't touching it. And I was like, that's not great.
Because the Razer sent it to me for this thing I'm supposed to be doing, and I downloaded it to test it out. I don't play on Steam. I'm usually on console, but they gave it to me on Steam, so I'm playing it, and I'm like, I have 20 minutes of in-game time, 1 minute of gameplay.
Oh, really? So it's just like a lot of cutscenes and stuff.
The beginning is a massive cutscene. So that's. But I just downloaded and made sure everything's working. Hey, it all works beautifully, but 20 minutes until actual gameplay.
That's rough. I mean, I'm not against games that have like Metal Gear Solid games.
Metal Gear.
A lot of cutscenes, but
Metal Gear's Metal Gear.
Exactly. Metal Gear is its own thing, and I think you can go way too heavy with cutscenes. Like there was Metal Gear games where it's like you got like an hour, you can just hang out and watch this thing play.
Metal Gear 4.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
So again, tangent. So D-Man, all you've been playing is a Final Fantasy?
That is the only game that I have played in the past week, I think. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I have 2 obsessions in this last week. 2 obsessions. Forza Horizon 6 and Pocopia.
I've heard people get addicted to Pocopia.
Okay, so you have a Switch 2?
I have a Switch. We're going to get a Switch 2 this summer, but yeah, not a Switch 2.
Make sure you get it before September 1st. It goes up $50.
Yeah, I did see Nintendo had it for, if you buy it direct from Nintendo, it was like $500 with a game, and I was like, I'll probably end up doing that.
Of your choice, it's one of 3 different games. So I would suggest do that. So I got my wife loves Animal Crossing, and I got her Pocopia because she likes Pokemon quite a bit. She has over 300 hours in this game.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I don't even have 65 in it. And I
don't even have 50.
It's one of those where you get addicted.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's pretty good. Hey there, Black Suit Supergirl. How you doing? Otherwise, yeah, that's all I've been playing. And I don't think I bought a couple of other games because you know me, I got Yoshi. I got Bubsy 4, whatever. I buy a lot of games. So I'm going to give you a little backstory about me, Jared. I have over 1,000. I think I have 1,000 Nintendo Switch games physically.
Oh wow!
If you watch any of my videos where I do my unboxings, it's a wall of red behind me, and I have a little problem. I've probably played about 10%.
That's how it usually goes.
And beaten about 2%.
But you just see that new game, and you're like, I'm gonna play it at some point. I need to get it.
I have that problem.
Yeah.
I have only with the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is not as bad, but with the Switch, I have that FOMO.
Yeah, I've done that. That's the thing. When my gaming PC is running, I usually do Steam, and if a game goes on sale, I'm like, oh, I'll grab that. And then all of a sudden, I got like 30 games in my library that I have maybe played 2. Because it's like I had a buddy, we were playing Call of Duty Modern War or the Warzone for a bit there, my buddies and I. And all they want to do is play that. And then I got to the point I was like, I can't do Warzone anymore. It was so much the cheats and everything. I just couldn't do it. So I actually naturally like one-player games. I like story games, like Uncharted and games like that. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much the same way. Bigger single-player games. Now, the only problem I found with Steam, and it's why I kind of pulled away from it completely, I had some friends that were really big into PC games, so they would just send me stuff on Steam back in the day because they wanted me to get it. Those games get lost. Once it just becomes a little list to me.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's like, because I have, I think, 100 games, and I think I bought 4. They were the majority of them. My friends were like, play this, play this, play this, play this. And I'm like, I forget I had it.
Yeah.
I just had to reinstall Steam on my computer.
Yeah, then you run into the problem of the available hard drive for all the games. So you're uninstalling and putting new games in, and yeah, it can be a little bit of a little shuffle there to get exactly what you want.
So now that we've gotten all that out of the way, because we can go on there forever, what did you want to talk about first? Because we got PlayStation news, we got Steam Deck news, and then we got Call of Duty. And hopefully we can fit this in before you have to leave, is Pokemon theme parks in Universal, or sections in Universal. So whatever you want to talk about first, let you choose.
Let's hit it. Let's do Call of Duty, and then we can hit the Pokemon second to make sure we get it, and then see what we got left after that.
So have you seen the trailer?
I saw a brief clip of it today. I did see. I think it's taking place in North Korea. I think
it's South Korea.
Oh, South Korea. Well, they don't want to go.
North Korea is invading. So, all right, I have the trailer up. We're gonna get a hit. I do not care. So, let's pull this up because it's Microsoft and Activision. They hit.
I think it's so silly how they hit people for playing trailers of games and movies that people like. That's the reason you have trailers, to get people to go watch it.
So what we're going to do is I'm sure you've seen a lot of other channels. Everybody does this where you have to pause every couple seconds.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how long it's going to take, but here we go.
10 mics, then your asses better be in formation north of the stadium.
Orders are anytime, any place.
Hear it?
Sergeant
Yeah.
Jay,
Okay.
keep your scouts in line.
Can we make a pit stop at the Komatsu?
The new guy is low on rations.
Make it fast, guys.
Who's that? K-pop star?
Now, one question I have about these: are these American or Korean soldiers?
They got to be Korean.
Because I don't know if you noticed it. One of the first guys we're going to see here in just a moment looks like American, but I don't know. That's why I was like, are these South Korean or do they just walk the streets like this? So I don't know.
I mean, it's from this, it looks like it's going to be more urban warfare, maybe, which is kind of interesting.
Well, let's keep
The
going.
new supreme leader of North Korea.
See?
Oh shit! That dude looks younger than I am.
I bet you it's like Spec Ops dropped in with the Koreans would be my guess, maybe.
Well, did you see this next part? What's going to happen after the lights come back on?
I don't remember. It was this morning. I was reading the Ooh.
Yeah. That was insane.
That is kind of crazy.
So if I'm not mistaken, this would be a North Korean invasion of South Korea.
That's what it would seem like.
And the fact that I'm like, okay, have you played the stories for Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, or at least 1 and 2?
Yes, the last one I did
2.
play, I played the Black Ops 2 story as well.
D-Man, did you ever play any of the older
Modern
Modern Warfare games? Okay, so do you remember the story?
Vaguely, some stuff.
Okay, then I have to stop, and I'll just keep playing it. Hopefully they won't hit anything because, yeah.
작전 개시 요시 종료.
It doesn't sound like licensed music, so.
No, it doesn't.
You're still a wanted man.
Yeah, no.
Oh, who is that?
What did you do?
You're gonna know who that is.
But I have to.
We make our own rules of engagement now. You are moving a weapon of war.
Were the characters from the first 3 in this?
Well, watch.
You do what you need to.
I didn't play 3 because I heard it sucked. So
Don't worry about 3.
대반자를 찾아내라. 마을을 불태워서라도.
Dark.
Let's go! We're not ready. We could all die tonight. We don't even get a choice. You broke a lot of rules, Price. No more rules.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
This is one of those situations where, like, Modern Warfare 1, I didn't give a crap about Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. And when Modern Warfare 2 2019 came out, when the first remake came out, the only reason I bought it was because word of mouth was so good that I had to get it. Not because my friends were playing it or any of that. The word of mouth was like so good that I got it and I enjoyed it.
For which one was that? 1 or 2?
Modern Warfare 1. I did play 2 as well, but that was the last COD I played.
When it came out, I was working at Best Buy, and everybody there got it. We all got it on 360, and that's just what we were doing.
Yep.
Everybody was just playing through it, and then of course I have to do the single player because
I meant
I
the
always do
remake,
single
but
player.
yeah.
The remakes.
The first remake was the first one I played in years because of the word of mouth was really good. So
See, I haven't played the new Modern Warfare. I did play the campaign remastered of 1 and 2, and that was actually pretty good. It was a decent remaster, just looked better. But
I like when they actually one of my beefs with Call of Duty is you can tell they don't put as much into the story campaign, because I always do like playing the campaign, and then I get really tired of the multiplayer really quick. I'll play it for a little bit, but then it gets to the point where it's just like you're dying every 10 seconds, and I'm like, and then you get
people exploit all the exploits to the nth degree.
Yeah. I get it's such a weird thing with like playing Warzone, and like the people that just you clearly have aim bots and things. I'm like, why? I don't understand. Like, it's not like you're actually doing this. You're just like, I'm aimbotting and shooting through walls. I'm like, this isn't fun. That's not fun.
What's so funny about that is I would say about 2 weeks ago, I don't know, I guess there's a Chinese company reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to review aimbot devices. I'm like, are you serious?
Oh yeah.
I've seen you want me to review aimbot?
Yep. I've seen ads run where it's like, get an aimbot for $30 or something. And I'm just like, geez.
Yeah. I'm like, no. I'm like, one, I don't agree with cheating.
Right.
I never have. And modding your games, if you're doing it for a single player, but to play multiplayer and to cheat, no. Agree. So when I saw that, I was like, but yeah, that's Call of Duty. That aimbotting up the wazoo.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't take very long. Even the newest one, we were like Black Ops 2. The first weekend, it was like a little okay. Then you could tell immediately whenever those aimbots got developed for it or whatever, and then it was just like almost unplayable. Like the updated, what was that one? Nuketown.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it was like, you can't even be in a room because someone's sniping you through a wall. I'm like, this isn't even fun. Like you just run around dying every 30 seconds.
It's Dave. Thanks, Dave. That was the confusion. See, that's the problem. It's not Nick. It's
not
Jared.
Nick. You just put not Nick down below and it's good.
That would be fun. But what did you think? Well, did either of you play the last one? What was it? Black Ops 7 or 8?
No.
7, I think. Yes, I did play that one.
And what did you think about that?
It was okay. They've made it so fast now when you're playing. Like the single player is interesting. Like I don't mind having the speed there. When you get to the multiplayer and you can dive and all this other stuff you can do, it just isn't. Like I remember when Modern Warfare, the original, came out and how awesome that was. You're like, oh my goodness. It just seems like Activision, they just don't want to listen to anybody and they just do their own thing. Maybe now they're having to listen to it because they got a lot of, negative feedback on stuff, but it was like I played it and it was kind of forgettable. Like I didn't feel like going back to it. I was just like, I beat I wanted to beat the campaign. After that, I was just kind of like
the campaign was the one with the giant head and the monster thing.
Yeah, it was
okay. Yeah,
weird.
That's what everyone was saying. It was so awful that it didn't make any sense. It's like, how is that Call of Duty? So I passed on it.
Yeah, it wasn't. I just don't think. No, actually, sorry. It was one before that I played. I played a little bit of the newest one, and then I quit. That's what it was.
Okay.
The one that came out before it, I did play. This one, yeah, it just wasn't that good, and I just didn't.
The one before that, Modern Warfare 3.
What was the one? What was the one that had Reagan in it? Because that was the last one I played.
It was the one that took place in the 90s that I played.
See,
there's too many Call of Duties.
I know. That's the other problem.
Dave is correct. This new Call of Duty looks amazing. The last one sucked balls. There you go. From the mouth of the oldest guy in our chat. Dave's like, I think he's like 75. He might be 76. It's pretty old.
Still gaming. I like it. My thing though too is that trailer was mostly just all cutscenes.
Yeah,
I want to see the actual gameplay on these things. That's some of my beef with that is like it can look really good in a cutscene and things like that, but like how's the actual gameplay? And that's but typically that's what Call of Duty does. At least the first trailer, it's all cutscene stuff.
I'm just hoping that we actually get some kind of co-op mode, because when was the last time we actually had decent co-op? Because I think it was what was that one? Shoot, what was that one that just didn't make any sense? And it was it Black Ops 6, the one that took place in the past? That was the 90s? Was that the one?
It may have been 6. If 7 was the newest one, I think it may have been 6.
Okay, because that story made absolutely no sense. I was like, have you ever been in the 90s? Have you ever seen anybody from the 90s? This was probably written by a Gen Z. Because I was like, this wasn't the 90s.
Yeah. So, yeah, I remember that. There were some interesting missions in there, like the CIA, like you were actually go into some certain buildings. Like you're right though. It didn't really have the 90s. Like it was supposed to be there, but it didn't feel it. And you could definitely tell like they didn't have people that lived in the 90s writing the story, undoubtedly.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed it. I was like, this isn't the 90s. I grew up in the 90s. I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. Come on.
Yep. I tend to like same thing with movies. Like I'll nitpick it drives my wife crazy. I'll nitpick the writing on stuff like that. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like it's just, even a small little thing like that, you can notice it. And then you start noticing more things. You're just like, okay.
See, what's funny is my wife is actually a writer and I'm the one who nitpicks the writing.
Nice.
So I do the same thing. I'm like, this is terrible. She's like, shut up and watch the movie. I'm like, but that's wrong. No, that wouldn't have happened. Nope, that's wrong. Yeah.
My wife quit watching. We watched, I think it was the Kenobi show, and I hated that thing like the passion of 1,000 suns. And I would just stop and be like, and I just kept pausing. I'm like, I can't, this is so ridiculous. And she's just like, just let it go. And I'm like, I need a vent, because if I don't, I'm just gonna blow up on this thing. But it was just stuff like that. Just I can't, once you see it, like that's my thing. You're better off to start off really good. And if it's going to get bad as it goes along, that's one thing. But like when you start off with issues, then all you notice is all the other issues. And it just,
I think Book of Boba Fett was one of those that started off strong and just ended, it made you want to pull your hair out.
Well, then they had randomly 2 episodes where it's just Mando out of nowhere.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was season
funny.
2.5.
Yeah, you're just like,
Yeah.
what? I guess it's Mando now, and then it doesn't make any sense to me.
Boba Fett wasn't even in it.
Wow, thanks, Dave. You mistyped. You mistyped. It's 73. He's our resident troll. So
Hey,
but
you gotta have them.
I think the show that I think I did that the most with was Masters of the Universe Revelation, and I almost had an aneurysm. I swear, just correcting everything. And my wife's like, "Just turn it off. You're going to give yourself a heart attack." So I had to turn it off. It was. Oh yeah.
I showed my
raged.
kids the newer Ninja Turtles movie, and I hated that so much with what they did with that. And I actually couldn't finish it. I was like, I can't.
We saw it in the theaters, and I walked out mad, like infuriated.
It was. I mean, I'm pretty sure my body type of what I'm attracted to was solely because of April O'Neil as a kid. I'm convinced 100%. It's like brunette, curvy, like that. I'm telling you, that imprinted on me as a kid.
So what, you didn't like little vomit queen shaped as an acorn? No, shaped as a pine cone?
Yeah.
She was shaped like a pine cone and vomited everywhere.
Yeah, it didn't really do much for me. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Look where I'm going. Okay, let's stop.
Also the fact that they learned all their karate, whatever they learned from watching YouTube. I was like,
and Splinter was actually a very awful person.
Yeah, he was not a good dude. Yeah.
He was. I went. So I'm certain things I don't want to say on the podcast because we like to keep it family friendly. So I'm just going to say he was not good.
Yeah,
he was more of a bad guy than Shredder. And wait, we didn't even have Shredder. We got Baxter Stockman and whatever that mutant mush thing was, that giant thing at the end.
Yeah. Didn't Ice-T voice that or something, I think?
I don't know, but it was terrible.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it since.
Yeah. And I think they're doing a sequel, and I'm like, no, don't. I haven't liked
Seth Rogen's fault.
Well, very true. Anything he's in, I'm just like, nah. The only thing he was in, it didn't bother me, was the Mario movie, Donkey Kong. He was fine.
That's right, because he had to follow other people's rules.
Exactly. And Nintendo's not going to let him go crazy, which I guess you could say is a good and bad about Nintendo sometimes. But yeah, ever since like the original Ninja Turtles, I haven't liked anything. Like even the newer one they did on Nickelodeon was okay, but TMNT? I still did. Yeah,
TMNT animated was good.
The 2012 Ninja Turtles on Nickelodeon, it was not bad. That was one of those that grew on me. I had to accept the way they changed the characters.
Yeah,
but it was a billion times better than this new stuff.
100 agreed, completely agreed.
Oh no, and yeah, that 2007 TMNT animated movie, fantastic. I saw it in theaters.
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh yeah, that was. I think I have a poster of it somewhere. It's on one of these, but yeah, I have all the figures and stuff for it. Like it was really, really good. I beat the game when it came out on Xbox 360. Oh, I don't know about that. 2003 cartoon. The original. That nothing beats OG.
OG is just, it had so much character.
2003 was the second best, but OG was the best. But
I mean, in the original Ninja Turtles movie, the live action, I don't know any kid that didn't.
I think that's based on age, because I would have grown up with 2003 versus you guys growing up with the original.
Probably.
So.
Probably. Yeah. But like any kid would have joined the Foot Clan when they showed what they like, all the arcade games. It was like, I would join the Foot Clan. What are we doing here?
I was like, I want to skateboard. Oh, they have Narc. How funny was that the arcade game in there was Narc?
Yeah.
Oh, see, wait, and now I'm gonna have Jared. How old are you?
I'm 42.
Oh, we're the same age.
Look at that.
We go.
Okay.
There we go.
So there you go. And then he's the child. He's 16.
Yeah. So, you know what? Youth is a gift and a curse, as they say sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, there are many conversations. Like we used to have guests all the time. Then we stopped and recently started bringing in more guests. I think I mentioned that to you. So when the other guests are older, he'll just sit there and go, because he can't relate. And then when we start
I grew up around older cousins. I was the oldest. Like my brother's younger than me, but I grew up with older cousins, and like
my two brothers and sister are all older. They're all near your guys' age. So I mean,
yeah, like they were all into He-Man and stuff. Like I got He-Man by proxy a lot, but it wasn't something like I do want to see the new movie. I think it looks actually kind of good, hopefully. But there's a lot
of issues with it.
I'm hearing positive things mostly.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to get this out there now because we've gone way off on tangent. Normally we save this for the side quest at the end, but okay, I'm going to say this. There's a character called Roboto. Roboto was made by Man-at-Arms to be almost like a personal assistant, almost slave-esque, if you will, because it was a robot. So here, you do these chores, you do this, you help Adam with this, you do this when I tell you. Now they made Roboto a female. So how weird is it that Man-at-Arms created a female robot servant?
You know, probably though.
No one's thinking about that.
Yeah, and that's probably something you would do too if you were going to create. If you think about the alternative things they don't show on camera, that's probably what they would do.
I'm like, that's just creepy.
Yeah,
like, there's a reason it was a guy and not a woman. What else is he doing with it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, those are things when you see the you know, you talk about all these Tesla bots, and I'm just like, you know what people are going to do with these things eventually, and just it gets dark really quick.
It's like, y'all need Jesus, every one of you.
I think I saw that there was one where it was some bot that would like be in your home, and then they found out that there's actually like people in India controlling them, at least to start to learn. I'm just like,
I heard something about that.
Yeah, you're just like, you don't like what those people are going to witness with those robots, what people are going to do to them. They're going to need so much counseling for what people are going to do with those robots.
That's at a minimum.
Just PTSD immediately. There was that old story, I think it was Facebook, that people that moderated things, like they literally were getting PTSD from watching all this stuff people were doing. I'm like, that sounds terrible. Just watching people just be the most depraved humans out there, which I agree, they need Jesus, because it's just, who knows what people are going to do.
Wait, is this true? We've gone way off topic, so I'm not worried about bringing in another one. They replaced Alfred in the comics in Batman with a female as well. What is that?
I think that is they've got
as well.
This, alternate universe of DC, and I think in that, I could be wrong, but I think in that Alfred dies and it's his granddaughter or something like that he gifts. Like, I guess it's like his replace. I think, if I remember right,
Alfred's daughter, Julia Pennyworth.
That's right. Yeah, I think it's because Alfred passed away or something like that. But you know what Bruce is going to do, though. I mean, he's Bruce Wayne.
How old is the daughter? Oh, it doesn't matter. He always has little
like,
kids around him.
I think she's like in her 20s, it looks like, from what the screenshot I saw.
Oh, yeah, he's going to knock her up.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
It's Bruce Wayne.
He's going to start the Batman.
Yeah, mid to late 20s. Yeah.
See, I've never been a big Batman guy. I'm a Superman guy. So
I was too. I was more Superman. Yeah, I was Superman, Batman.
I like the way this guy thinks.
Yeah, Superman, Batman, and X-Men were my comics growing up.
Yeah, I was X-Men, Avengers, and out of Avengers, it was always Captain America.
Yeah.
Otherwise, DC was Superman and Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
Okay. Yeah, I never got into Green Lantern. X-Men had some really, really good runs.
I have way too many 90s
X-Men 97 season 2 trailer.
I never watched the first one.
It was pretty good to me.
I never watched season
really
1.
Solid. It was actually I did not think it was gonna be very good, but it was actually pretty good.
I don't have Disney Plus anymore. We unsubbed.
Yeah.
I think we unsubbed after Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. We did unsub, and then my wife re-signed up for the kids to watch Bluey for the most part. And I don't even know. I think I may have went on the high seas for that one, if I remember correctly. I think.
See, I think we were supposed to get free Disney Plus with our passes because we got what version of the pass did we have? We didn't get Incredipass this time. And I think it came with Incredipass. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they had a promotion. I mean, for a bit there, like they were throwing out free Disney Plus stuff with like Verizon phone plans, and anything you sign up with, you got like 3 free months or something like that.
Yeah, when we first got it, we got it free for I don't know how long or something. I don't remember what it was, but that's how I used to watch everything. And then once they jacked up the price without telling us, we went, oh no, we're done.
Yeah, that's what they all.
And that corresponded with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, so. That show made me so angry.
Yeah, it made lightsabers nothing. It's like, hey, get stabbed in the chest really 3 times.
It's just like, oh, it had a second stomach. It's fine. And you're just like, what about Qui-Gon? He's just, you got Darth Maul
dead.
gets cut in half, and that dude comes back. He seems like just fine, and poor Qui-Gon just gets one mere stab in the gut, and he's just done for. Just like, yeah, come on.
What's her name got stabbed 3 times? Was it 2 or 3 times?
Was it Reva? Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. Like, well, especially if you get into
that reaction was great.
What would happen to your body if you are stabbed with an actual lightsaber? Like, I know we're talking space wizards and things, but it's like there would be nothing. Like there's the heat. Like you're done. You're just immediately.
Do we not remember in what was it, Phantom Menace?
Yeah, cutting through the.
I'm
exactly.
No, it's like, oh no, hold on, let me take this out. Just turn it off. All right, we're good.
It just cauterizes the wound as it comes out, and you're fine. No big deal.
It doesn't matter. That just destroyed your stomach.
Everything inside you just went pop, but it's fine. Yeah, no big deal.
No more Kathleen Kennedy. It's okay. We'll see.
Well, see, I could go on that for hours because she's the reason why Mandalorian and Grogu is as bad as it is. She still had her fingers in it. But we still haven't talked about our other topics yet. And we're already 35 minutes into this.
The next time you guys want to have me back on, if you want to rant about Star Wars, we could go for hours because I don't think Kathleen Kennedy, I think her being removed is fine, but I think there's multiple Kathleen Kennedys within that company. And I don't think Dave Filoni's the dude that people think he's going to save Star Wars.
I think Filoni is a little clone of Kennedy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Maybe even worse, honestly.
He's good with the animated stuff. I mean, Maul is really good. It's really solid.
Was good. I don't trust him anymore. I don't trust him anymore.
Maul is solid.
I heard Maul's pretty good. I did hear that's pretty solid.
I think Star Wars Theory was saying it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch his review. Like I watch almost all of his stuff, but I'm like, I didn't care about this one.
Yeah.
Like Disney has left me with no hope for Star Wars.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah.
It's like I still have all the games, but
hey, some of the games are good at least.
The Jedi ones, the newest
Jedi.
What's crazy to me.
The racing one's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the racer. Yeah.
When Disney bought Lucasfilm, they immediately got rid of LucasArts, which was an awesome gaming studio. And now they're like I'm like, why in the extended universe? Like they made so many weird decisions as soon as they bought that. And then they did what they did with the sequel trilogy.
Speaking of weird decisions, why do you think Sony decided to up their PlayStation Plus prices? Boom! Segue. Worst segue ever.
That's a good segue. I like it. It works.
So we're going to touch on this pretty quickly. There isn't too much to it, but they increased the basic plan for PlayStation Plus by $1, and I think the second tier up by $2. And Sony fanboys aren't saying a word. Why do you think that is? Everybody's talking about it. Austin Evans made an entire video about how bad it is.
I mean, my guess would be if you're talking $1 or $2, people don't blink too much at that from a consumer standpoint. I think I always think of Warren Buffett. He talked about how when he bought stake in Coca-Cola years ago, all they did was change the price of a Coke and they increased it by a penny. Right. And it made him millions of dollars because of how much Coke is sold. So my guess is it's just something like you raise it $1 or $2, people maybe don't notice too much, and then they make extra revenue off of it. It would be, I mean, anytime at corporations, they just any excuse they can find to raise prices, they're just going to do it.
So the thing is, it's only for new members, but how many people do you know consistently continue their subscription? Most people will do it for a little bit, cut it off, rebring it, and then if you resubscribe, it goes back up. How many subscribers do you think PlayStation Plus has right now?
Oh gosh, I have no idea. 5 million?
50 million.
Oh wow.
50 million worldwide. And it just takes let's say 1 million of them, just 1 million of them to unsub and then resub.
Yep.
That's $1 million right there. And if they're on the higher end, 2 million. And that's just 1 million out of the 50.
Yep. Yep. I think when you're talking that big of numbers, they can toy with, and that's the thing too. It's like if you see, Netflix is going to jump their price by like $5. $5 may be enough to get some people to jump off. Some people keep it, but $1, $2, a lot of people won't blink at it. And
Didn't Netflix just raise their price?
Probably. I think I know they were at least talking about they're going to have to, especially if they're going to buy Warner Brothers. But I mean, that's my thing with Netflix is like, there's only the amount of people on streaming is already, and you might say the same thing for video games. The amount of people that are already subscribed to a PlayStation Plus or like a Game Pass, how many more people will subscribe to that don't know about it? So you're already messing with a group of people that are already in. The only way to make more money is really to just jack the price up, because that's what they want to show every quarter is more revenue. And I think that's
just by doing it for $1, people will go, wait a minute, was that $10.99 or was that $9.99 last time?
Yeah.
Was what, 3-4 months ago when I unsubbed? Wait, what was that? Whatever. It's whatever. And then that's what they'll chalk it up to.
Yep.
And Nintendo has not upped their prices on any of their online services. Microsoft just dropped theirs, and then Sony's raising theirs.
Yeah.
And it's all because of Concord, Marathon, Destiny, and what was the other one that's that failed?
Oh, I mean, I can't recall. I don't think Highguard was them, so I don't know.
No, there was an the other one just failed too.
There was another one recently,
but it's the single player one. The Ghost of Tsushima follow-up, Yote.
Oh, yeah.
So they had a bunch of failures in a row, not even talking about that new Fair Games, which they're now renaming because they want people to think
they need to do a revamp.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they've lost almost $1 billion.
Well, look at
they'll make some money. They'll make some money probably off Wolverine, but that's a Marvel game. So I mean,
so they're not going to make full profit off of it like they would a first party title.
Yeah,
it is technically a first party because of Insomniac.
Yeah,
but how much are they really going to make when they have to share with Marvel/Disney?
Mm-hmm.
And there's some listen, I hope that game is great. I love Wolverine, but current day Insomniac, I'm like, oh, I don't know.
You guys see that right there? You know, D-Man, I've worn that. And I don't know.
He has the helmet.
I actually got that at Disney Springs.
That's awesome. I tried. You can 3D print. I've seen guys 3D print them and make them look like movie quality. I have a 3D printer, but I don't know how to do all that stuff. But I'd like to try.
Yeah, I got one over there, and I've never used it.
Yeah, I thought about getting the Iron Man mask that actually folds over and does all that stuff. But
I saw some guy. What's his name? Jordan something.
Oh yeah, I do talking about. Yeah,
he's the one who throws his glasses on everything. Yep. He's the one who put that on, and then he got the Spider-Man ones that actually blink. Yeah, I was like, dude, I hate you right now because I want those.
Those are cool. They actually have those at Disney World in the Guardians gift shop. They have the Iron Man one and the Spider-Man. I don't know if the Spider-Man, it has different insertable things that can change the eyes. I don't think it automatically blinks or anything. But
okay, do they have the Iron Man one? Because I didn't see it the last time I went.
They do. I was there a month ago. They had it in there then. I hadn't seen it before, so I think they just put it in there.
Never been to Disney World yet.
It's cool.
I haven't been to Epcot since last month, but I even went to Magic Kingdom. It's been like a month, but I went to Epic last week. So
I went to Florida for the very first time in my life.
I got this
year. So
do you know this shirt?
Oh, I do know that. Yep, that's awesome.
I love this ride.
You live in Orlando?
Just about 20 minutes north of the parks.
Okay, I'm about 2 hours away from the parks. So
oh wow, that's a drive.
It's not too bad. It's better than 16 hours in Missouri. So
I'm up in Michigan. So
yeah,
yeah. It was cool going to Orlando for the first time. Like, it was awesome really seeing a lot of stuff. But I haven't done Disney yet. I did Epic Universe and Universal when I was there, and me and Logan hung out a bit and hung out with some other friends I met up with and stuff like that. And I did Horror Nights. That was really cool. So
Horror Nights
overall, it was all such a awesome, like, it might have been my favorite trip I've taken yet. I don't know, but I want to go back maybe later this year to do Disney World, since I want to.
So you're definitely gonna come back down here when they add Pokemon into the Universal Parks, right?
That's the thing. Like, I'm gonna go for Disney stuff this time, and then in a couple of years, I'm gonna have to go back again because it's freaking Pokemon, man.
Because if they actually replace the Lost Continent with Pokemon, that's gonna be a big thing. What do you think about that, Jared?
Well, you're good at segues. That's a good segue. So Pokemon. We do know it's coming. Now, I will say there's not like 100%. I can't say with 100% certainty that Pokemon is going to be replacing Lost Continent. But I will tell you this: there's two things I was told, and I get told things periodically from people inside Universal. And a lot of times with Universal, like, they change their minds constantly. They're like, this idea is gonna, like, Zelda has been like 3 different times that Zelda's gonna happen, and then at the last minute they kind of like either Nintendo or themselves are kind of hesitant on it.
Right.
But it was the Fast and Furious coaster replacing Rip Ride Rocket and Pokemon going into Lost Continent, which when they first
wasn't everybody talking about Ghostbusters instead of Fast and Furious?
That was more fans wanting it. They did put out a little sign. It's kind of right outside the old.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so like people were kind of I was like, I don't think they're going to do that. And then I was basically told.
I was hoping.
Yeah, I kind of was too. But then they were like, it's Fast and Furious, and I was like, okay. And a lot of that was to get rid of Supercharged because nobody likes it for the most part. But yeah, I mean, that it could be the movie. I don't know. I think what they do in the parks is going to be based off the video games and things like that. But
Agreed.
I don't know really. I do know they had hesitation about Zelda being a big enough draw on its own to put it in, because originally Zelda was going to go into Lost Continent. That was the original plan.
That's what I
Mario
heard. They even had rides.
Mario and Pokemon probably are a bigger draw than Zelda. I will admit that.
I don't disagree.
You know,
I don't disagree.
Pokemon does make more sense than Zelda does.
Pokemon is the number one franchise in the world.
In some ways, I'm surprised they didn't do Pokemon before Mario, but it's Mario, so
I think I was surprised. So Pokemon was one of those things. Originally, it was going to replace the Simpsons area. And then that's when they told me Lost Continent. And Lost Continent is smaller. It's been eaten up by the Wizarding World. And I was like, really? But they're going to go further back in there because I moved a lot of backstage stuff over to the Epic Universe area. But that was my thing. I was like, really? But I think Pokemon's owned by 3 different companies. So I was always like, that's going to be a challenge to get all of them on board. But apparently they did. So yeah, that is the, I mean, I will say Fast and Furious and Pokemon are the 2 things that I will say pretty prominently I think are coming. I would say 90% sure.
I'm kind of surprised that Fast and Furious they're keeping it relevant because like there's only like 1 more movie left, and
we don't even have 11. Wasn't 11 supposed to come out like 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the final movie.
Well, they're doing 5 more shows on Peacock based on.
That's Fast what I heard that too. I'm like,
what?
Yeah.
What?
The reason I'll tell you the reason they keep Fast and Furious, it's because it's a Universal property. That's why.
Right.
And so if you're going to talk, like, nobody likes Supercharged. It is a horrible, it's a meme attraction.
Hey,
like literally
it is. I like going through the queue and looking at the cars. That's about it.
Yeah.
That was
took
cool.
my brother.
And it's got good air conditioning.
Yeah. Last summer. And I was like, you got to ride this. And he was like, why? Like, and so he literally is going through the ride, just being like, what is this? And I'm like, and we get off it. And he's like, that was horrible. I'm like, I know. It's not bad enough to be great. It's so bad. But I think the reason they did that, if you're going to have Fast and Furious in the parks, it has less impact on a coaster. So you throw it on a coaster, you free up Supercharged. But
coaster looks neat.
It'll be crazy. I'm not a coaster person, but that thing's going to be nuts.
I'm not either, but Logan got me on that Hulk coaster.
Hulk, yeah,
he did.
Hulk's good. And I love
He said he doesn't ride. He said he doesn't ride roller coasters. I was like, but come on, you got to try it. You got to try it. And yeah,
but I did Hagrid on my own. I went by myself, and Hagrid was really awesome.
Oh, Hagrid's is great. Yeah. Now the other thing,
Velocicoaster is one of my favorites.
My wife my wife has motion sickness issues, but she does love Velocicoaster. That is, I've heard nobody that loves coasters that they don't like Velocicoaster. Yeah. One thing I will say, we can talk maybe another time. I'll come on and talk about it. There's a really good chance, by the way, DC comes into the Universal Parks. There's a lot of breadcrumbs leading to that.
See, I did want to ask you about this, but I can't remember. Again, I've seen you on I don't know how many different podcasts and shows lately. I just turned it on and you guys were talking about it, and I can't remember who that was with. You were talking. Was it OG?
It probably was OG.
Okay, because I remember there was about 4 of you guys on it, and you were start talking about it, and then YouTube ended up recommended like 4 other videos of DC replacing Marvel.
Oh yeah.
So, and I was like, I think that deal is too lucrative for Universal to keep Marvel. I don't know if they're going to get rid of that. And plus that 90s nostalgia for Marvel is just so strong.
That and Universal, that contract they have they got that contract in the 90s when Marvel was not doing great. So it's in perpetuity. As long as they maintain the standards, it's theirs. And the fee that they is very, very low. I don't think they ever get rid of it unless Disney backs up the Brinks truck. I think it's the only way that happens. And there's nothing in that contract that says they can't put DC either.
Right.
So now I don't know if they would
one side DC, one side Marvel.
Maybe there's some speculation of maybe where they would put it. But I think if you look, like Bloomberg had an article back in December where Comcast was directly talking with Warner Brothers, and they made a side deal with Six Flags because they're the ones that have the DC rights right now. But they made a little amendment to that contract that said they could do DC stuff separately in Florida. So essentially, Warner Brothers is making it, they're the ones essentially seeking out Universal to do this. And it's not, usually it's Universal seeking out third parties. So they're essentially just begging Universal to do it.
What makes me wonder too is because Paramount has pretty much purchased Warner Brothers. Yeah. So we know that deal, it's just the ink has to dry pretty much.
Yep.
And what are they going to do? I don't think they're going to say no. It's like, hey, you want to license it? Sure, we'll take your money.
Yep. Well, third-party licensing money is easy money. I mean, you don't have to do anything. They're not going to be building theme parks, all the debt they've got in that company anyways. So
in order to acquire Warner Brothers, they had to spend a lot. So
it's like 134 billion dollars, whatever that is. It's
so
crazy.
Think about this. If this goes, Universal will have not just their properties, they're going to have Disney properties such as Marvel and The Simpsons, as well as DC, Nintendo, Pokemon, and Harry Potter.
And there's a really good chance, by the way, that anime comes into those parks. I think One Piece.
I heard One Piece.
Yeah. They have been featuring One Piece a lot out of the Fan Fest in Hollywood. And
why don't we get Fan Fest?
The rumor was they were going to do it this year. I think they do it at some point. I think they're still figuring out that whole event, and talking to the guys that have been out there, they say it's great. So I do think it comes to Orlando at some point. But I think if you want to talk about the theme park side, I mean, Pokemon is massive. I don't know a lot about Pokemon, but like I can just tell you right now, the trading cards alone is like a $20 billion industry. And when they bring Pokemon in, they're going to do park-specific card drops. It's going to be insane. Yep. They're going to make Pokemon on the merchandise. It'll move alone.
What is that? A graded what? What is it?
What is it? 7.
How much is that?
Base set 2.
What is it?
Base
PSA
2.
what?
7.
Okay, it's 7.
Yeah.
I know that stuff's crazy. So like the merchandise they will move from Pokemon alone is gonna make them just insane amounts of money.
Did you know about a con that happened it was over the weekend called Collecticon here in the Orlando area? So I've been going there the last 3 years. I went this year. It was all Pokemon resellers this year. No Magic. There was like almost no Magic the Gathering, zero Yu-Gi-Oh. It was all
funny you say
Pokemon
that. The art show that I had a art display at a couple weeks ago, nothing but Pokemon. Whole show, nothing but Pokemon.
So
when I went the previous years, there was 2 booths of video games.
Actually, some One Piece. One Piece does sell too.
Yeah, there was some One Piece, but it was mainly Pokemon and Pokemon resellers. It used to be you would find booths of Magic as well as Pokemon, some Yu-Gi-Oh, and then a couple of video games. And the first year was like just a mishmash. This was all Pokemon.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's insane. Pokemon is nuts. So imagine that. I imagine going into these Pokemon areas and they're going to capitalize on the cards. What if there's only cards you can get at the park?
Oh, they'll totally do that. They'll do, and it'll be
scalpers waiting in line just for
as crazy as Disney pin trading is. That's a whole other level. It's going to be beyond that. Like when they do this,
you have Disney pins.
If they have exclusive Pokemon cards to the parks, people are going to be coming from around the world to freaking go get the freaking cards. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be insane.
If you go to a Disney park, you have Disney pins. So it's going to be the same thing. You go to Universal, you're going to try to get the Pokemon cards.
I mean,
people are going to come around from all around the world.
I can tell you, I've never bought a Disney pin. My wife, my mother-in-law gave us a whole bunch from the 90s. I know of that world because I've seen it, but I would probably, if they had them, I could get them. I'd get a pack of Pokemon cards because my daughter's loosely into Pokemon a little bit here and there, but it's not a property I know a lot about other than just how big it is. Like it is literally the #1 media brand out there. And I've said for a long time, as big as the Wizarding Worlds were for Universal, I think Nintendo and Pokemon might be even bigger in terms of the impact that they're going to have. Like Super Nintendo World, the Epic Universe is always packed. Just
I'll tell you what, I went in last Tuesday. I had a buddy of mine come up from Miami, South Florida, to visit for the week. And we went to Epic Universe. Every other ride, Harry Potter was at a 60-minute wait.
Yeah.
60 minutes. How long do you think Mario Kart was?
Oh, at least 120.
120. How long do you think Donkey Kong was?
Longer than that.
180.
Yeah, that one gets up there.
80.
And it's not worth it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mario Kart was 80. Donkey Kong was 200.
Jeez.
And Yoshi was 40-minute wait.
Yeah.
So we left. We did a couple of other things. We rode the Frankenstein twice. We came back. Mario Kart was, because it was starting to rain, Mario Kart 35 minutes. We got on 15 minutes. We were like, oh, I looked at the app. It said Donkey Kong 30 minutes. Okay. It shut down.
Yeah.
Didn't open up the rest of the day because of the rain. It rained for 30 minutes.
That ride will
Did
do
not
that.
open up the rest of the day.
It's a very finicky ride, and it's not worth the wait time. And it also doesn't move many people through it per hour, which is why
it's fun.
Tried it once.
No, the ride is great, but not worth a 200-minute wait.
No. Battle is cool. Battle of Ministry is a very cool ride.
See, I didn't like it.
Really?
I thought it was pretty. It's like, hey, all right, we're done.
I mean, a little bit. I enjoy it. I think Monsters Unchained is a champ.
That's my favorite ride.
It's such a cool ride. Yeah.
That's my favorite ride. And it's a people eater too.
It definitely is. That thing moves. So it never gets over 15-minute wait, even if it's a super busy day in that park. But that park is, it's going to get some help. I think eventually you do get Zelda in there at some point because they've got a lot of Easter eggs in that gift shop outside of Super Nintendo World, but it's just when. I don't know when they're going to do it, but at some point I do think they do that.
I just realized we bored the chat to death.
That's the things that are going to bring me and like all my Nintendo friends but to Florida and stuff, is like they're going to keep adding all these new theme parks and stuff. Like I have a friend who's the biggest Zelda fan ever, and he's like, if they add that, I will finally go to, I will make the money to be able to go over to Epic Universe. Not even Super Nintendo World, as much as he thinks it's awesome. It's Zelda that's going to pull him in. Yeah. Just like Pokemon's going to pull a lot of people in. Mario and Donkey Kong might not, but Pokemon, that's going to pull a lot more people in who haven't been there.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because Universal even said they're with Epic, they were going to tap into this new, they weren't really going after theme park fans as much as it was tapping into this new audience. And I think it's video game players. And they did the same thing with Wizarding World. They did the same thing with Pokemon. They'll probably do the same thing with One Piece and just bring in this whole collective coming into their parks.
I'm going to tell you this too. Every time I go to Epic Universe, every time I go to City Walk, I come home with something Nintendo.
Yeah. It's very hard not to.
I was going to say this was the first time I only bought myself a shirt. I bought this, but nope, I bought they have new Yoshi marshmallows.
Oh yeah.
Brought those for my wife, and we had Yoshi marshmallows. It's like I have the button-down shirt, I have t-shirts, I have the long sleeve Yoshi shirt, I have Luigi because Logan, so of course I get the L.
Right.
And I've got the hats, the stuffed hats, I got the Bowser, and it's like, why do I have so much? Because I've got the big stuffed Yoshi that looks like he's sleeping. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. I was like, I don't need that, but I was like, take my money.
That's why Nintendo's more, I almost classify them as a lifestyle brand. They sell so much merch just off of everything else around the game. It's crazy how much merch they move.
Do I have Nintendo underwear? I have socks. Because if you have underwear with the branding on it, you're a lifestyle brand.
That's true. I'm sure
that's how I see it. I think I had, yes, I have boxers. Never mind.
I was going to say my son does. I know. I don't currently, but my son does. So I know at least they have the kids version of them.
See, once they start making if they start making Nintendo boxer briefs, then I'm like, all right, give me a pack. I don't care. It's like put the blue shell right there. We're good.
Yep. You got to at that point. You have to.
Oh, how we divulge in this podcast. This is very sanitized, just so you know. We've actually gotten much better. Things used to be strange. Ask this guy. Listen, some of the ones that we've talked about poop.
Yeah. Listen, you can get me. I enjoy chaos to a bit. So I'm, I get on streams that are kind of crazy. I'm all for it. I'm here for a good time.
I have not seen a chaotic stream of yours.
Do what?
I have not seen a chaotic stream of
mac and cheese and applesauce. Remember?
Well, yeah, not chaotic. I'd say. I've been on some other ones that maybe a little bit.
My dad puts applesauce on his mac and cheese. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
bad.
I hate you for that.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, it is 10:30. At least we got to that. We still got a couple topics that we want to touch on. I'm sorry you couldn't stay any later. And well, apparently my chat is either they're like, I don't like theme parks, or we only want video game drama. You know, everybody likes to talk as long as it's drama.
That's true. People like drama. I do enjoy
So
that.
I'm like, you know what? We're not talking about drama today.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, fine, we're done talking.
Well,
theme park.
maybe it was just
I actually
they
think
were
we're
just-
having a problem because I see an issue on my end.
The thing is, for me, like, it's cool talking about theme parks and stuff because, like, I never was a theme park guy until I finally was able to go to Florida for the first time and really witness all of that stuff. Because forget Cedar Point, I'm not a roller coaster guy, but I did like Hulk and I liked that Hagrid ride. I'll say that much. I'm sure Disney's got some cool stuff too. So I'm really looking forward to going back to Florida to witness Disney before the year end. Hopefully.
Well, speaking of going back, hopefully Jared will be back on with us at some point in time.
Absolutely,
Because
yeah. Let me know.
It was really good. It kind of sucks that you had to you know.
Yeah,
cut
I
out early,
know.
but
I know.
understand because
But yeah,
this was fun.
Yeah, I'm down. I enjoy some of this stuff, and then especially once I get the big gaming PC back up and running, I'll have a way more of current games I've been playing. But no, I had a great time.
Too.
Yes, I got to get that for the kids for their birthday, so they can all fight over it while I can play it. But no, I love this stuff, and I appreciate the invite. And yeah, I'll definitely come back. So just let me know, and we'll make that work. And I'll be sure to clear my schedule where I don't have any cutoffs or anything like that.
No problem. And I told you again, no SAMR. No, SAMR? What is it again?
ASMR.
ASMR.
There you go.
Yeah.
I promised you. So if you guys watch his last podcast, and I love the name of your podcast. I love it. Theme parking, love it.
Kind of to the point. Yeah.
How has nobody made a podcast with that name before?
I don't know. That's what I was kind of surprised it was available when I did it. I was like, oh, okay.
So I was like, but yeah, that was you guys kind of got me there at the end. I was like, that really irked me. And when Vash did that at the end, I was like, crap, now I have to mention it.
Yeah, it just makes your skin crawl. Yeah, you should have saw what he was doing backstage after the fact. It's even worse. All the eye contact with it. I was like, it's too much. I can't handle this.
So he did more eye contact while he was doing it than
he got real
signing
deep.
off.
Yeah, just staring into your soul. While it's too much. I can't do it. It does something to my soul. I can't handle it.
So at least he wasn't going.
That's true. I don't know what's worse, that or the ASMR.
Oh, there's a texture to this can. I forgot.
I could hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I'm having a white monster, I'm going to the gym after this. So
there you go.
That's why. So but
I got mine done for the day, but I appreciate a good late night workout.
Yeah, I go to the gym at night, so because that's my free time, and the gym in my area 24 hours, and it's dead at that time. So
there you go.
That's why I go.
That's why I did a garage gym, so I could just not have to wait on equipment. So that's what I started doing.
I thought about doing that, but I've got a lot of video game crap in my garage. So.
True. Got to make room for it.
But again, Jared, thank you so much. Before you sign off, tell everybody where they can find you. And if you want, I will. Yeah, I'm probably going to do it anyway. I'm going to link your channel and everything in the description once we're done, and in the comment section after the podcast.
I'll share it on my Discord too.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that.
So
yeah, you can find me at Captain Magic. I cover theme parks, entertainment, some pop culture stuff, and all that good stuff. If you are wanting to go to the parks, you can check out CTM Podcast. My wife and I do it's long form. We go through the news and reviews and strategies if you're going to the parks and things like that. But no, I had a great time. It's Captain Magic is everywhere on social media as well if you want to follow me there. But yeah, looking forward. I'll definitely come back. Just hit me up and we'll figure out a time to do it. And maybe if there's some hot, juicy drama, we can delve into.
Trust me, there always is. And lately we've been trying to tone it down, but it just doesn't.
Next week's going to be nuts because we got so much game stuff coming.
Yeah.
Or actually 2 weeks that'll be more nuts. Next week we only have PlayStation before the podcast, but the week after will be nuts because it'll be after Summer Game Fest and an Xbox show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So even if you want to come back on and you feel like it, you're like, hey, can I come back on and talk video games? Feel free to ask.
Absolutely. I'll hit you up for sure. I'll keep my ear to the ground a little bit more on video games too, and we'll definitely do that. So sounds like a good time, man. Appreciate it, guys.
Right. Appreciate it again.
Take care, man.
See you guys.
Right. Have a good night. Later. All right, D-Man. Okay, Retro Lad, are you still there? Dave? No, they're all
know.
gone. They abandoned us.
Oh yeah, whatever.
But,
We can just chit chat.
So let's talk about. Have you seen? I think I texted you about the Steam Deck price hike.
You did mention something.
That's insane.
And I've seen people make videos on it. Yeah, that price is nuts.
Here, let me pull it up. I do have
$300 more. Dude, just because the chips.
Dude. Look at this.
I'm glad my brother got one.
Massive price hike. Yeah, and it's for 7-year-old tech.
Yeah, $400 more.
Look at this Steam Deck OLED now $790.
People can't afford this stuff. Do they not understand? I'm so glad I got to switch to. Gaming is getting so unaffordable.
$950.
Gaming is getting so unaffordable. This is so insane.
$550 to $790. It's not worth it. The Switch 2 is more powerful.
Yes. And
half the price. Nintendo people, these fanboys were getting angry and Nintendo raising their price by $50. Oh yeah, try raising their price by 50%, not $50, 50%. Oh, Valve is consumer friendly. Oh, how about you shut your face? And now we know that the Steam machine is probably going to be around $1,000.
Oh yeah, it will. 100% after this. This is insane.
I honestly think on the back end, from what I'm seeing, I think showing that trailer might have got us hit because it does not show that we're live anymore.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and I think people don't know that we're live.
What?
So I'm trying to realize why nothing's going, nothing's working. I don't see anything. I think the trailer hit us.
We're still live.
But I'm not seeing anything. I had to look for it.
Oh,
I can't even see that we're live.
Wow.
If people don't know we're live, they're not going to know. We're not showing up as live unless you look for it.
Wow.
I don't know what it did, and I think that's what's going on. So, I've got it up here, and I think that's the issue.
Oh, you know what we didn't mention is how I think Modern Warfare 2 is going to be on Switch 2?
Yes, it is.
Modern Warfare 4?
But,
yeah.
But why do that when you can get it and play it on your $1,000 Steam Deck?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at this. So if it's going to be on the Switch 2,
you know what?
I can tell you it's going to be complete on cart. I do know it's going to be complete on cart from what I was told. It was actually shown to Microsoft employees, the Xbox rep, and he told me, yeah, they told us it's going to be a complete on cart like Indiana Jones was. I don't know how they're going to do that because of how large the size is, but apparently complete on cart. What I think they're doing is the campaign is going to be on cart, and you're going to have to download Warzone.
Yep. That's
what I think they're doing. Sense. But the Switch 2 is more powerful than the Steam Deck, half the price, and now has Call of Duty, has Cyberpunk, and screw that, everything Nintendo.
Yeah.
Who would buy this thing?
Anymore? I don't know. Before, okay, fine. But now, rich people, I guess.
No, it's not even rich people. People who just are either Valve fanboys, but they should probably already have it. There was one point where you could buy the base Steam Deck for around $300. I think my friend got it for $350, $399, $350, right? And now the base one is $790. Why? Because they only make an OLED now, right?
Yes.
Because it's Steam Deck OLED 512 and Steam Deck OLED 1 terabyte. So it's now think about this. Why would you even buy a Steam Deck? Why don't you just buy a brand new for $500 to $600, depending on where you're getting it, the Xbox Asus ROG Ally X, whatever it's called. More powerful, can play Windows games. You don't need to mod it. You can play Steam games, and you can play your Epic Game Store games. Why would you buy a Steam Deck? And you can't even walk into a store and buy a Steam Deck.
I'm still finding at least a couple listed on eBay for $500 of the base
old
model.
Ones, right?
Yeah, the base model. Yeah, there's a couple on eBay for 500, but most of them are 550 to 600 and up. It's looking like.
Yeah, we've got a problem back here. Like it's not even showing up. This sucks. So if you guys are watching this, hopefully you're watching this tomorrow. Let me know if you guys have gotten notifications because I'm not getting anything.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, because I'm not even showing it. It's showing up here in the back end.
Maybe that's why nobody is here anymore. Some people didn't show up because.
And normally this is the time when people start just plowing into the. Yeah, people after 10:30. It's like, and another thing is nobody even said they were leaving.
Yeah,
everyone always says bye, and it's all just.
Did you get anything with the like GameStop sales they had not long ago?
No, because everything they had, I had on. I already previously owned. Now, one thing is, all right, I can go on and talk about the Steam price hikes and all that. We've talked about the PlayStation Plus, insane. Kind of the dumbest thing in the world, but hey, Sony needs to recoup money. Talked about Call of Duty, and we talked about Pokemon coming to Universal. So you know what that means? You know what that means? Dude, I don't have any music for that. Why don't I have music? Why haven't I made any music? Let me see. Do I have music? I got that. That's that.
Yay, clapping.
There we go. Why don't I have any music for our side quest? I need to come up with some kind of music.
I bought the Marvel vs. Capcom collection for Switch finally. That's what I bought.
Good.
Because I had it for PlayStation, but I haven't touched that in forever. So like having it on Switch, I'll probably play it more. But $15. So why not?
So you remember our previous guests. So
yeah, they're great.
Gamer Aimer, she's been posting a couple things about it. And that's insane, but I'm like, so let me give you guys for those of you watching.
There's like she was getting like games that say they're new, but they ended up being used games.
No, well, GameStop does this thing where it's called gutting. They take out the game, put it in a little sleeve, and then put the box out on the shelf. They still call it new. They say it's never been played.
Yeah.
I know how GameStop really works. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty, but it's technically new. But another thing I noticed she was complaining about, and it makes 110%, I agree. And people would go into the store and GameStop would advertise these games that are on sale. And it's $15, and then they go to the rack and it's back up to regular price. It was on sale for 1 day. Nowhere does it say that game's no longer on sale. Nowhere does it say that game's only on sale for these days, while the other ones were on sale for these days. These collector's editions were on sale for this day, but not this day. And they kept changing prices, and they weren't staying consistent over the different stores. That's what people were complaining about. And I agree 110%.
Yeah.
So was that the only thing you got at that sale?
No, that's the only thing that I bought. I was like, I was like,
I don't have a GameStop near me anymore.
Really?
The closest GameStop to me is like 15 miles away.
I mean, mine's like a 25-minute drive, give or take. So
I think mine's about 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's actually the closest one to me is in the next county over.
Oh, wow.
So even though I live like the west part of the county that I live in, I still have to drive to another county to go, because when I moved here, I had 2 by my house. I could go to anyone in about, give or take, 7 to 10 minute drive on a good day. Now, 30 minutes away, next county over. Or I have to go into Orlando proper. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to, you know how far I live from the actual Orlando.
Yeah.
So that's a drive. And I'm like, I'm not driving out there. So that's why I didn't go to any of them.
Yeah.
Now, did you hear that GameStop's also changing a lot of their stores completely away from video games, and that's why they were doing it?
Yeah, it's terrible.
They even have a new GameStop thing. There's a new GameStop store thing that they're opening up. I can't remember what it's called. GameStop.
Did you hear? Well, I don't know about in your area, but my area, like places are starting to bring back like renting movies and video games and stuff again, like actual rentals. Like there's like local business owners that are trying to bring back like renting at like their own video store type stuff. And then my local libraries in my areas are also doing video game rentals now. And apparently you 3D print, my mom said, like she was showing me something with it, and I'm like, wow, this stuff's new. They got video games you can rent now at the libraries, and now I can get 3D prints made if I wanted at the libraries. Like,
the libraries here in Florida, no matter where I lived, they always, I would say for the last 15 to 20 years, have rented out video games.
Really?
So that's been pretty common here. I remember back in the day, going back to the Wii, they had it.
Yep.
But yeah, that's kind of common. But the thing is, 3D printing. What do you mean 3D printing at the library?
I guess they're gonna have 3D printers now that they will 3D print stuff for you, which I find interesting. I don't know. I think they have different sizes. I don't know how it all works. I might have to get a library card and test it out, see what's up with that. Because
I have a library that's just a couple minutes away. I think it's like 2 miles and some change. It's one of the closest things to my house is a freaking library. But they don't have much there. I know there's another library that had some video games, but that was further away. That was about maybe another 15 miles, 20 miles, something like that. But hey, I have 2 libraries closer to my house than I have GameStops. So, but yeah, I don't have any GameStop. I checked one that's over. Remember when I took you to Cybertron?
Yeah.
So there's a GameStop over there, and I went over there and they had like nothing. It's like all the GameStops. Oh, and there's one near Universal. So I went over there, and almost the entire store is all now Pokemon and sports cards. If not, it's Pops. Jeez. Video game sections are like, they went from, for example, like the PlayStation 4 and 5 section went from like, I think 12 feet to about 8 feet. And then now it's like 1 4-foot section.
What about Nintendo?
Nintendo's got only 8 feet, 2 wall spaces.
Wow.
Xbox has 1. Another GameStop I went to, all their Xbox stuff is on a gondola. That's the one that's closest to my house. They don't even have a wall space for Xbox, just Xbox consoles. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. Otherwise, the entire like it's a pretty big store, and it's all Pokemon cards and sports cards. There's some Magic and some other things, but it's like, and then their whole big thing is all these card games, Panini, MLB, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. I'm like, oh yeah, because there's no money in the way they do their video game business. There's no money in it. But look, have you been to a Walmart lately?
No.
Have you been to a Target lately?
Still no. Not recently.
Their video game sections have compressed.
Yeah, they're small.
And there's more games coming out because, again, Cybertron, they get in so many new games and they have walls and walls. You've seen
I think those local places are what's booming the most when it comes to video games now, especially with Walmart and Target and them. Their sections are getting so tiny now that it's going to come to a point where everyone just goes to those local stores. I only have one local shop, and business booming. They had to upgrade to a bigger building last year because their other one was too small. Now they have a massive building that you got people in there that of all kinds. Like they have tables, people play Warhammer and all that stuff in there too. Magic, Pokemon cards, tournaments, all that stuff in there. They do a little bit of everything. They got sections for that, for board games, for Legos, for figurines, for Pokemon, for video games, like all that stuff. It's a really cool.
So they're a bit of everything.
Cool, yeah, it's a really cool shop, and it's an okay sized place. They definitely needed a bigger store for sure, but they got an okay variety. I love the Game Vault. It's a really cool.
I've heard of them.
It's a really cool little shop up here. I mean, I've been supporting them since before they even
Instagram. That's why.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been supporting them since before they even were the Game Vault. I found out about them before they had their own shop, when they were like in this, like the building they're in now, which they took over the whole place, which is awesome. But when they used to be there, they had like a tiny little section, and it was more like a thrift store type place. They just had like a little area. Someone who worked at GameStop told me about it because I was looking for DS games, and they told me about going over there, and I was like, okay, I guess. And then I thought it was pretty cool, and then they've just been growing since, growing and growing and growing. And it's like, dang,
that's cool. I do like to see local game stores grow. And again, you saw the ones that I took you to. Look how big they are.
Yeah.
That one where I bought the Ninja Turtles TV, I think I showed you, but there's a small little building next to it. That's where they were before, and they got so big they bought out the store next to them, which was 3 times the size. Every game store, even if they're overpriced, is still doing very well in Central Florida because GameStop sucks. Walmart doesn't sell crap. And like I went to a Walmart.
Dude, even the GameStop workers by me, they promote the Game Vault by telling people, oh, you can take your games and consoles and stuff, take it over to this place called Game Vault over in this location instead of here, and they'll probably give you a fair price or whatever. Like the GameStop workers even are telling people this. It's like, okay.
I've heard GameStop workers actually promote other stores. They're like, yeah, we don't take that. And it's like, wait, don't you guys do retro now? Yeah, we don't take that, but you can take that to Cybertron. And I'm like, because Cybertron's a big, they're the big boy on the block in Central Florida. There are other ones. There's the Gamers Inc. There's Royal Empire. There's a couple of others, but smaller ones. But those are the ones that most people know of here. But Cybertron's got 3 locations, and if you're in that Orlando area, the one over in Winter Park, if anybody's visiting Orlando for a vacation, whether you're here for Universal, for Disney, family, for the beaches, whatnot, take time and go to any of the Cybertron video game stores.
They'll probably Google video game stores, and Cybertron's probably like the top pick.
Yep, always. It's the first one in Winter Park, and I think the Sanford one, and then their newest location is Altamont, and those are always the ones that come up first. And it's funny because you'll Google in this area, if you Google video game stores near me, Walmart and Best Buy are both in there.
Wow.
But there's a couple of others. There's one called Hudson's.
I mean, Best Buy doesn't even, their game section's small too now. I mean, they got rid of movies are gone from Best Buy just entirely. So it's like, physical media is what people are wanting again. And the main retail stores it's dying. Meanwhile, that's what everyone, even Gen Z now, wants this stuff. That's why
now I find that crazy.
Back. You know,
we actually have a new record store that popped up in next city over, and I was like, wow, okay, there's new record stores coming up. I'm like, sure, all right, because I swear that Target has a bigger record section than they have video games.
Yeah.
So, but Gen Z's looking to do that. I'm like, hey, you know what? Great. Maybe we'll see a boom, but if you go into any of these big retailers, throw GameStop in there. Just looking at the video game section, you're just like,
smaller.
It's not just that. It's like there's nothing there. Remember back in the day, you were a kid. You were old enough when you would go into Walmart way back when, and you'd look up and you see the massive cabinets and they had the TVs with the demo kiosk. I remember when they had that when I first started working
they had that still when I first started working at Meijer. That was the end of 2016 and into 2017. Wow. They still had the glass display cases till like 2018 or so. I
actually think
when I got the Switch,
Walmart by me had that area before they did there.
They still had it when the Switch came out. They had the glass display cases still.
Yeah, I got mine in South Florida at a Walmart, and I remember they still had the TVs. They even had their own video game magazine. I forgot. I think it was on Game On or something like that. And now it's like, if it's not digital, they don't care. They got every video game store or store that sells video games has a larger section of gift cards than they actually do of video games.
Yep.
It's like people wonder why. Like, one, I'm a bigger fan of shopping local and doing mom and pop shops. So I'm like, just keep giving me a reason to buy from them.
Yeah.
So
I wish my local game store was like Cybertron, where they got the new games in when they came out. They just get all the used stuff. They don't get the new stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's like that store, Gamers Inc.
Yeah, because I'd just get it all from there if I could, but I have to go through GameStop or Amazon or whatever.
Right.
Unfortunately, but whatever.
See, The Amazon, I've had more problems with Amazon, and I refuse to buy new releases on there because, like, I bought Yoshi. I pre-ordered there because it was $10 off, and I went, "Oh, cool. Let me get it there." And then the day it came out, I got a notification. I didn't even get a notification. I had to look to see. I was like, "Isn't it supposed to arrive today?" Now arriving on the 28th. I'm like, it would have been here today. And then I look on Instagram, and Cybertron's like, "Hey, we got it in," and they have lower prices. And I'm like, I just drove over there and picked it up, and I canceled my pre-order and ended up because I paid with like a gift card that I had. So I went, all right. And then I just bought 2 new controller racks. It's not like I don't have enough of those, but I got these 2 controller racks that I'll actually charge your controller when you put them on. That you plug it in, and it's got a USB that plugs into the top of the controller while it's on the rack.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I never have to worry about a dead controller anymore. So,
well, that's cool.
Yeah. Yep. And nothing's like I'm telling you, everything on the back end here, we might as well be talking to ourselves.
Yeah, like what the heck happened?
Nothing's moving.
Chat? What happened?
Like the chat just completely stopped. All the notifications are like, I'm seeing it on my side where it would normally have anything. There's like all the stars are gone. I now got these weird question marks that weren't there before.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Just end the podcast. We'll just talk.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any notifications. It doesn't show that we're live unless you go to the website, to the page, and then it'll say live around the name. Fine, Activision. I see how you are. You don't like us for showing stuff. Fine. Be that way.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but everybody's going to watch this tomorrow because that's what they do. So, except for last week, our last 2, this happened last week too, but at least people were getting notifications.
Yeah.
So I see nothing in the side because I always run on a second instance. Okay. So if you guys are watching this, I'm going to give you a little inside baseball. The way I do things here is I have my setup here so I can see everything that's going on the back end. And then on my phone, I have something else going, another instance of it, so I can see what other people see. And then I can check to see what's going on that other people see because I have it logged into a different account. And what I'm seeing here is absolutely nothing. So I can't, I see absolutely no activity, and I can't even see that our podcast is live.
Yeah.
So there we go. And the same thing was happening last week, but at the end, people were jumping in. So here it's nothing. And normally you get XP for chatting. It shows nothing. It shows nothing. So
wow.
So it is what it is.
In other news, hey, PlayStation Tuesday, cool. I don't think Final Fantasy. I don't think Final Fantasy VII Part 3 is going to be till Summer Game Fest. Could be at PlayStation.
You think they're actually going to show it?
Yes, at Summer Game Fest. I don't think it'll be at PlayStation. I think it'll be Summer Game Fest because they did that with Part 2, where there was a PlayStation show. It wasn't there, and then it was at Summer Game Fest because Jeff Keighley likes his Final Fantasy.
So, do you think it's going to be announced day and date for all 3 systems?
Some people are telling me yes. Some people have said no. That it won't be on Switch day 1. I think it'll be on Xbox and PlayStation day 1. Maybe PC. I don't know about
so
Switch.
The Switch of Remake Intergrade sold very well.
Yeah, I already have.
I think
I made sure to pre-order Rebirth because
I did too.
Didn't make enough prints. I think at first they were selling so much.
Apparently, that's what's happening with this one.
Okay.
The print run is low for the Switch too. Now, another thing is, I just found this out that they are making Silksong physical for the Switch too. They're making physical copies of Silksong. So if you guys are into that, that's a thing. But excuse me. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm looking to see if there's anything else. Oh, there's a new Rayman game coming out called Rayman Legends Retold. So sounds like it's going to be a remaster.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, that's
I won't be watching the PlayStation show live because I'm going to be at the gym, and I don't want to skip 2 days. I'm going to skip
Watch
Friday.
it on your phone.
I could while I'm working out, but I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I know they want me to
What
watch
day is it?
on Discord, but Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
Tuesday at 5 o'clock. No, I don't have anything. So yes, I will be.
I don't know. I'm not expecting.
Watching
I'm not expecting a lot. Well, I mean, I know it's gonna be like an hour-long show, but I mean, Wolverine's gonna be shown. But other than that, like I don't know.
The last time I did a live reaction to it, I got not just copyright. I got copyright struck.
Oh,
so it gave my channel a strike.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing it. I'll react to it later. We'll talk about it on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to. Yeah. People ask like, why don't I do those reactions anymore? Because I got struck for those. Sony strikes me. Nintendo does not. Microsoft will give me a copyright claim, and then I lose all the money that I made on it. But Sony will strike me. So I'm sorry, I'm not doing it anymore, guys. Sorry. But yeah, otherwise, Star Fox comes out next month. No, next month.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we've got that. Us Switch 2 gamers, we ain't pretty good. People are saying, "Oh, Switch 2's got no games." I'm like, "How about you go shut your face?"
Got games.
We got more than PlayStation.
Yeah, it is a little slower this year for sure, but they got some.
Game cycles, development cycles.
We just need to know what the second half of the year is going to look like. That's all. So, which there's going to be a direct in June at some point.
Yeah,
at some point there's going to be in June. There's no question about it. They got to show us what the second half of the year is going to look like.
We know there's games coming out. We just don't know when. Like the new Fire Emblem. We know that's second half, but when?
Splatoon Raiders is July, so is that too?
It's July. Are we going to call that the second half? Yeah, it would be anything after June.
Yeah.
So Splatoon Raiders is a good way to start strong.
Yeah. Hopefully Ocarina of Time is true.
Hope so too. Yep. Hey, look.
Hey, someone. We exist.
Johnson. Wow. Okay. So, but the only reason is he told me. He actually said, he's like, I got the notification. I was like, thanks. But otherwise, yet nobody's. Again, he knew that we was live. He knew that we were live.
Yeah.
So, but is what it is. So, John, definitely make sure you watch this tomorrow because you missed Jared. Awesome guy.
Cool dude.
You're gonna enjoy that. We'll definitely have him back on, and maybe with a couple of other guests. I reached out to a couple of other people. I'm waiting to hear back because the guest is fun thing. We're not going to do it every week. We're probably going to stagger them here and there depending on their schedules. But we are going to bring back more guests. So
yeah,
we are going to have that.
It's fun,
but.
It's a good way. It's good networking too.
What else do you want to see for the second half of the Switch? Second half of 2026 for Switch 2. What do you want to see besides stuff that we already know?
Being realistic here, I don't think 3D Mario is going to be this year. I think it'll be next year. So,
well, apparently there's a new one coming out.
I do think there will be something Mario at the Direct for sure, but I don't think it'll be the new 3D Mario. I think that'll be a next year thing. I think they're going to focus on Ocarina of Time remake, and they'll spend a little time on Zelda 40th. Of course, maybe they'll actually do their little Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. Maybe it'll be a thing. Other than that, we're not going to see Pokemon yet. That's going to probably be
we need Zelda stuff. It's the 40th anniversary. We need something.
No, they're going to spend a good 15-20 minutes probably on Zelda, if I had to guess, because they did that for the Mario anniversary last year. They spent like a good 20 minutes or something on it, and we'll probably get a teaser. Maybe we'll
get tapping on something.
Movie. Yes.
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
We'll probably get a. I don't think we'll get a teaser for the movie yet. Not this early. But maybe we'll get more cast.
So yeah, Mario next year. John's saying Mario.
We'll probably get more cast.
F-Zero, that would be fun.
F-Zero would be great. F-Zero would be great. Yeah. I'm looking up at my amiibos, thinking of like what else. It's too early for it's. The thing is, it's too early. It's not too early for 3D Mario, but it's. I don't think it's gonna be this year. But the question is, if it's not this year. What's their big holiday game? Like Ocarina of Time remake, sure it'll sell, but like they're gonna have to do Mario something. Nintendo Land would be great. I did hear a new Nintendo Switch Sports supposedly is happening.
But the last one didn't do so well. It was fun. It was just
but it was just lacking in a lot of ways. If they bring back,
it didn't have baseball.
It didn't have a lot of stuff. It just was lacking in so much. No mini games. No, there was like nothing there. It was so lackluster. Like it could be fun with friends. It was. I had a little fun with it, but like it didn't have much there. It has to have like so much more, like Wii Sports did or Wii Sports Resort. But I heard that might be a thing too, which could be cool. But we'll see
what if they brought back Wii Sports Resort? They already did that. They did that.
Oh.
I forgot they did that for the Wii.
You know what though? I'm with them on Nintendo Land. It's a fun game. Sure, why not?
The only way you would have to remake all the controls to be done with the Joy-Con.
Okay, yeah.
And it's going to be hard. What are you going to do with the stars?
So
you're going to shake them like this? You could. That would be.
If we don't get Mario, we might get. Well, Ocarina of Time remake would be fantastic, but it's too early for Smash. It's too early for Animal Crossing, and it's too early for 3D Zelda.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about an Animal Crossing announcement. I'm like,
it's too early.
I don't think so. I think they're going to save that one when the sales start to sag, because the sales have dropped off, but they're steady. They're not climbing. They're steady. That's a problem. We do need something they need something to spike, but the $50 price increase is going to cause
I don't know. Like, a lot of people want Ocarina of Time remake, but I don't know if that's going to be what is the hot seller of the holiday.
Right.
You know? So they could do a new, no, they won't do a new 2D Mario because we just got that a couple of years ago.
With Wonder, yeah. And they just released the new Wonder version.
Oh, Pokemon might be early next year, which is weird, but
what I think is we're going to have a light but not poor quality end of 2026. I think 2027 is going to be a heavy hitter of a year. So I think we're going to get Mario and
Raiders
Pokemon
is coming, but I'm like, what about it's crazy thinking where this could go in the future, because I think you're right that the rest of this year might be a little slower, because you got to think we got 3D Mario in development, the next 3D Zelda's in development, the next Animal Crossing is probably in development, Pokemon Gen 10, that first trailer, when you compare it to the last 3 games that Pokemon's done, looks a lot better. Plus it was delayed to next year.
I'm looking at what John's saying over there, and I'm like, what franchises has Nintendo left dormant that they could surprise us with? F-Zero's one of them. Pilot Wings, that would be fun to bring back as maybe a digital game, like a value digital game. That would be fun. Wave Race, yes. Wave Race 64, that was huge, and we haven't had one. Oh no, we had Blue Thunder, was it? Blue something for the GameCube. But there's a lot of franchises.
They could do another Kirby. They might do another Kirby.
We just got one though.
We kind of did. Switch 2 edition.
Yeah.
DLC. So
and we got Kirby Air Riders.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we did.
So I think if they bring back something, Blue Storm. There you go, Blue Storm.
The thing is like the AAA stuff is selling a lot still too. So I mean, they're making money off that too. So
I think Fire Emblem is going to sell well. I think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see, because Mario would be next year. Pokemon would be next year.
I'm hearing that because they took the Kingdom Hearts Cloud versions off, I'm hearing we might get that Switch 2 collection.
They'll fit on a Switch 2 card easy. 64 gig, they'll fit.
Yeah. I think it might be happening. Maybe. It might be in the direct. I hope so.
Mario Cricket. That's funny. Mario Cricket.
We might get another Mario sports game, actually. I know we just got tennis, but we might get another one.
Do we got what do we have on the Switch and Switch 2? It's Fever, which is the soccer, right?
No,
and then there's tennis.
Tennis. We got tennis for Switch 2.
Isn't there a soccer one?
Not for Switch 2.
Okay.
That was Switch 1.
And was there a Mario baseball on Switch?
Switch 1, I think, yeah. Not
okay.
Switch 2.
So what else do we have left? I don't see them bringing back any of those Mario we could get a new Mario Party. We haven't technically got a new one.
Not in a couple of years. It's been about 2 years.
And they pop those out like they're like, they're poops, like the little turds.
We need a new one.
It's like bloop, 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 bloop. Have some more Mario Party. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we don't have Mario Kart isn't the racing game
it needs
that
DLC.
everybody hoped for.
It needs DLC.
Yeah. So I think F-Zero would be fantastic. Bring that in.
It'd be fun.
Metroid didn't do well, so that's going to sit on the back burner for a while.
Yeah.
If we get Ocarina of Time remake, that would be great. Fire Emblem, I think that would be great. Splatoon, that's going to be great, but we still need at least one more big one. What would it be? Star Fox? Are they going to rely on Star Fox to be the fourth big game? I don't think so. 2 Nintendo 64 remakes this year? I don't think that. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be it. That's not a Nintendo MO. Nintendo's going to hit us with something big that people are going to go, oh,
yep.
And that's going to be the big game.
Yep.
Oh, what is it? What's the franchise that Nintendo can hit us with that we're going to be like, oh? I think the only one will be, it's not a new Zelda. So the only thing that's going to hit people like that has to be an F-Zero. What else? We're not getting a new Pokemon till next year. We're not getting a new Mario. Where Zelda's going to be a remake. No new Zelda game anytime soon. That's a thing.
That'd be wild.
And Microsoft ain't doing anything with it.
That'd be wild.
But with Asha's new exclusive push, I don't think they're going to give that away. But who knows? That's one of those things. They might just go, all right, Nintendo, have some money. So you pay us some money. Here you go. It's just for you. We'll give it to you back. But I don't know about that. That would be cool. But it's like, think about all the classic franchises. Like, there's a lot of great things. They could bring back Punch-Out. Because what do we have on the Switch One? ARMS.
Mm-hmm.
But bringing back Punch-Out could be a big thing. But people are going to go, oh, yes. Yeah, shoot. Microsoft should sell the IP to Nintendo. Microsoft should sell Rare back to Nintendo altogether.
Yep.
Well, because we got a Donkey Kong game. What else is there besides F-Zero that we haven't gotten?
That's dormant. Yeah. No.
I don't think Pilot Wings.
We're not going to get a new Star Fox yet. Just the remake. The remake is going to
Right.
be something that is a build towards a new Star Fox eventually.
It's a test. It's for testing the waters. That's what it is.
Yep.
Nintendo is known to test the waters to see how well it goes.
Yep.
I don't think we're going to get anything. Yeah, Ice Climbers. Yeah,
I have to find Star Fox in Massachusetts or Pennsylvania, I mean, because it comes out the day I leave. So I got to try finding it over there.
Oh, I pre-ordered mine at Cybertron.
I got to try finding it either at Too Many Games or find a Walmart or Target or something over there. Because I don't know. Because I want it physical.
Finding it at Too Many Games is probably not going to be easy because stores are going to be getting the shipment either the day or so before, and they're already going to be set up.
Yep.
So who knows? They could bring them in. You might see it, but I have a problem if you're going to be buying it at the con. You're going to be overpaying. If it's a $49.99 game, you're going to be paying $59 or $55 because con prices. That's what happened with me and Pokemon cards. I overpaid because it was at the con.
You can always order it online and then just be like, all right, I'll just play it when I get home. If we can't find it. I don't know. There might be a store over there.
I'm honestly thinking of buying it digitally as well because right now I don't like taking a game out of my Switch to play another game if I'm going to go right back to that game.
Yeah.
So it becomes a little bit of but
I'm wondering if Pokemon's going to do anything else for their anniversary this year.
What if they announce a Switch 2 Lite for 2027?
There's a chance.
You know why? What year did the Switch come out?
Yeah, you're right. Wait. Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm getting at this. What year did the Switch come out?
No. 2017, then Lite was 2019. Yeah.
2027 Switch Lite. Switch 2 Lite.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Think about this.
We go by the timeline.
if we get an announcement for Switch 2 Lite, one, that could boost sales big time because it's going to be cheaper. And I think they're going to do this. No cart, digital only, significantly smaller, about the size of the Switch Lite, all digital, comes with, let's say, 512 on board, and you can up it with another 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
Or I don't think they're going to do a Switch 2 OLED right now. I don't see that.
They won't do
Switch 2 Lite. I think they're going to make it cheaper to get more people in.
I don't know if they'll ever really need to do an upgraded Switch 2, really, other than like
Switch 2 OLED, maybe, to reinvigorate sales in like 2 more years, in like 2028 or 2029.
2030. Think about that year. Wow.
Don't say that.
Wild.
Don't say that.
What the heck is this, Terminator now? Like,
God.
2030.
But I really think that a Switch 2 Lite is viable.
Yeah.
It'll bring down the prices. It'll get more people in at a lower price point. I think these prices now, I think it'll be $399.
Yeah.
Especially if they're putting more storage on board. I think it'll be $399. I think $349 would be a sweet spot if we get a Switch 2 Lite for $349, and then the regular Switch 2 at what it would be $499. I think $150 off for smaller system. Of course, it's going to have a smaller battery, so it'll be lower battery life. No Joy-Con, regular D-pad, no memory, no card slot. I think that might be. I think they can do that for the $350. I think it'll be probably end up being $399, but $100 less. Who knows? They could hit us with that. What would you say if they hit us with a Switch 2 Lite?
They might not hit us with that until like September, October area. If they do another direct, they might not. That'd be weird if we only get one direct the whole year. But we might only get one.
We're going to get another direct. We'll get another.
Think so? Okay.
So now let's shift gears, because I'm looking at the shift key on my keyboard. So I said, let's shift gears. We already talked about what we think they might show at PlayStation, which is what? Wolverine and another price increase. Hey, PlayStation fans, love your PlayStation? $1,000. I don't know, but Xbox I think is the big one, because they're the wild card right now with Asha, and I know we're going to see Gears, and I know we're going to see more Call of Duty. From what I'm hearing about Halo, it's probably going to suck because they're going to change a lot of things. They're going to add modern features to the game, sprint, easy mode, change the story, stuff like that. So I'm not looking into that. I saw something online that Microsoft or Xbox has pulled, what is it, Clockwork something. It's no longer being advertised, but then I was told it's going to be shown. I don't know. But it's like, what are they going to do? What's Microsoft going to do? They already dropped their prices for Xbox Game Pass. I know they're rebranding everything. You have a Series X, right?
Yeah.
You don't pay to play online, do you? You don't do Game Pass, right?
Right.
So, rumor has it that they're going to be changing it. Would you buy Game Pass, or would you buy? Yeah, because apparently online play might be free.
Oh, cool.
But would you go back to Xbox if Game Pass was $10 a month?
I mean, probably, yeah. But usually I just get Game Pass when there's something I want to play on it.
That's what most people do.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's a great price.
What if they drop the price? What if they say they're dropping the price of the Xbox during this June showcase?
That'd be crazy.
What if they drop it back to the regular price? Do you think more people will buy it?
Considering these gaming prices right now, very possible.
I think if they go, all right, Xbox Series X back to 500, Xbox Series S back to 250.
Yeah.
Imagine how
They'll
many
make
they would
sales.
sell.
Yeah, they would sell.
People were like, all right, I'm buying a Series S. That's what they're
Yep,
going to do.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
And just imagine they'll eclipse PlayStation 5 before it even comes out. They might catch them. They might catch them with these prices.
Yeah.
See, oh, that would be nuts. $299 Series S and Series X $349.
It wouldn't be $50 cheaper.
50. No, it'd be $100 more. But $299 I think is still a little much. I think it needs to go. The Series S needs to go to $250, and the Series X at $400. Those things would fly off the shelf. Fly.
Yeah.
People be like, all right, screw you, PlayStation. I'm going to Xbox. It's technically half the price.
Yeah.
But I think this year, with everything that's been going on, I think Nintendo owns this year.
Yeah. These
Cheapest
gaming
console,
prices.
extremely powerful, new games.
And even the
games
new
that can play on
games,
anything else
even the new
look great.
games are typically $10 cheaper right now than PlayStation and Xbox games.
Yep.
And they're new games that are coming out. So Nintendo is still the most affordable option still, because maybe they just know how to do business. Like, they would not up the console if they didn't have to. But they have no choice.
Nintendo didn't even want to.
Yeah.
The shareholders, the investors were like, you have to. And Nintendo's like, we don't want to. They're like, you have to. You have no choice. Everybody else is raising their prices. You have to. And Nintendo's like, we technically don't need to. Yeah. When the president apologizes for it because they were pretty much forced to raise their price, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
And the only company that's not apologizing and it's sticking it to the players, well, there's two companies, Valve and Sony. They're sticking it to the gamers, saying, we don't care. You're going to pay this.
PlayStation maybe needs an overhaul the same way Xbox is getting it.
I think you're right. I think Steam needs to be shut down.
Well, I don't even get it.
Fixed,
like PlayStation
and then brought back up.
PlayStation was so good during the PS4 era. Like, they had so many games.
That's it. You just hit the nail on the head.
They had so many games during the PS4
because they were great during PS2. PS3 came out. They got cocky, created that machine, lost millions.
Yeah.
Learned from it and came out with the PS4. So now the PS4 is technically the PS2 again. They got cocky with the PS4, came out with the PS5. Now they think their crap don't stink. Look what's happening. They're going to crash again. Microsoft's going to jump ahead just like they did with the 360. It's a cycle. I
went to the midnight release for God of War 2018 and Spider-Man 2018, and there were so many people for those midnight launches. There was a lot of people. I went to both, and there was, for my GameStop, like, that's surprising. There was like 100 people for both games.
I don't remember either of them having midnight launches around here. Well, I should say around here. I wasn't living here at the time, but even in South Florida, I don't remember midnight launches for those. But then again, I never bought God of War and Spider-Man. I ended up buying later.
Gosh, we had God of War, we had Spider-Man 1, we had Red Dead Redemption 2, and we had Smash Brothers all in the same year. That was awesome. I went to 3 of those.
I was buying everything Xbox that year. It was all Xbox. Even Switch came out the year before. I was playing a lot of stuff on Switch, but I think everything that came out, I was Xbox. I think the only big game that I'm trying to think, what was the big thing? What was the big game that came out for PlayStation that I actually played besides Final Fantasy Remake? I don't think there were none of their exclusives.
Uncharted 4? Uncharted?
Nope, none of the Uncharted.
Oh, I know what it was. The Last of Us Part 2.
No, I didn't. Never even played a Last of Us game. I didn't have Last of Us because I didn't want to pay for it, so I watched one of my favorite streamers at the time do it.
people, I heard all the talk how good it was, and then I played on the PS4 when that came out, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, people were right. This game's great, and I loved it, and I played it multiple times, and then Last of Us 2 happened, and you know how many times I played it? One time.
I'm sorry. You know
the gameplay's
what?
Good.
We actually own because my wife wanted it, so we got Last of Us 2 for her on PS4, and she never played it. And then the remaster came out on PS5, which why did we need a remaster?
We didn't.
And then she's like, oh, I want it. I don't have it. I'm like, you have the original on PS4, but I don't have this one on PS5. You never played it. I still want it. Okay. Now I'm not going to buy her another PS5 game ever. I just got her the what was it? The new Dark Pictures game, something 2080, whatever. Space, the one in space, and we always play those as soon as they come out and beat them. But it's Pocopia. I'm like, no more. She's not going to play anything besides Pocopia. So until a new Animal Crossing comes out, it's like, why even bother? For me, I want to start because I still got my Yoshi, so I want to play that. But I'm so addicted to Forza, and I'm going back between Forza and Pocopia. It's like I'm very skeptical on buying new games as of right now.
It's nice being. I've just been gaming more lately because I'm taking a break from the art stuff for a little bit because I'm like, I got 8 more pieces right now that I need prints for anyways, and that just kind of it costs more the more I have. So I'm taking a little break at the moment. I have a show at my local mall this weekend though. Me and my buddy we split the price. It's only $12 between the two of us, so it's only $25 for table. So I mean, that's cool. Sell one thing, I'd make profit. So if not, it's no big deal. It's something to do, something fun to do. So
yes, it does. You missed it. We talked about that. We did talk about it. So I do have it on PC. Like I said, Razer sent it to me. I'm having some computer issues, so I don't have the content out for that yet.
Oh shoot! Yeah, rumor has it we might see GTA 6 at Summer Game Fest.
It comes out when it comes out.
Yeah, literally.
I'm not holding my breath. Hey, if it comes out this year, great. That'll be my game that I play at the end of this year. Yeah. It'll eclipse everything else. Yes, I understand. Massive GTA guy, born and raised in Miami. I know everything. I want to see it. I want to play it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that remains to be seen. But honestly, I'm at the point where I see what I'm playing right now, and I'm not going to invest into any other games if it's not going to take me away, or if I'm not done playing the games that I'm currently really enthralled with. So now I did buy, I did go to Cybertron the other day, and I did pick up 2 games. And that's because I did want to get them, and I traded in. I found some old Game Boy Advances that I forgot I had, and I sold them. So I was like, all right, I got myself 2 new games. I got what was that game called? It got recommended to me from a viewer off of one of my shorts. It's a turn-based RPG. It's by NIS. I forget what it's called, and it's just going to bother me. And then I picked up something for the Switch too. Hold on, I need to go check. Give me a minute. This is actually how do I turn off my camera? Where did it go? Camera.
Looks like a camera.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Oh really? Oh,
you know what?
Wow. There we go. All right, my podcast. It's been fun, and we're almost 2 hours in. Wow, I need to go to bed soon. I'm getting tired. I have work in the morning. Although it's only going to be me tomorrow in maintenance, so I'm probably not going to do much. So that's okay, but I'm there if people need me, I guess. Or if something goes on to keep me busy, I guess. I don't know. Might not be a whole lot to do tomorrow, but that's okay.
So these are the 2 games that I got, and how did I forget this? So Disney Afternoon Collection for the Switch 2.
What?
So I already had this on PlayStation.
Yeah.
This is I got it back then on PS4 because I don't think it was out on Xbox when I got it. And I bought this because if you go back and look at my channel, this is the oldest video I have on my channel. I did do videos before that, but I removed them because they were just test videos. And I had one for one of the Sonic games, but it was a test. So I left it up for a while and then I took it down. So my oldest actual video is off of this. So I had to buy it. And then, okay, Starbites. That's the game. So I picked this up because it was recommended to me. And I decided to pick that up because it's a turn-based RPG. So I think I'm actually going to play this on my Switch Lite. So I don't have to take out the Pocopia. But yeah, that was the other game. So I'm just going to probably play the Disney Afternoon. I'll play, but it's not going to be something that I'm going to play like I played Pocopia. But there we go. I think that's it. Oh yeah, that's right. John's birthday is on Monday, and he turns 40. You will be old. So happy birthday, good sir. You know I'll be talking to you. That's fine. But did we just hit 2 hours? Oh wow, we hit 2 hours. Woo! So wow, we've actually been on the last hour. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is still being wonky, but hey, people will watch this tomorrow. That's how it works. Hopefully people see this tomorrow. But with that being said, it's 11:30. That's the time for me to go to the gym. So you know what? My wife is still at Disney. She's at Magic Kingdom with one of her friends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Her friend, I'm friends with, it's another couple that we're friends with. So I play cards with her husband. So we play sorcery and magic and stuff like that. And tonight she was like, goes to my wife, hey, you want to go to Disney? And my wife's like, okay. I'm like, go have fun. You need to go have fun. So she's there. The park closed like 30 minutes ago. So she should be home in about 35, 40 minutes because you know how long it takes to get out of that park at closing? It could take up to an hour to get out of Magic Kingdom.
Jeez.
After the park closes. One day, the last time we were there till closing, we got home at 12:30.
Wow.
And we left as soon as the park closed. Because of you've never been. So when you go, I'll show you, blah, blah, blah. But with that being said, do you have anything that you want to say before we call it a night?
Not really. No, I don't have anything going on at the moment. Really.
You need a new video.
I did one last Sunday.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I did one.
What was it about? I didn't even get a notification or anything.
About Nintendo. Yeah, 4 days ago.
No.
Yes,
no.
sir.
Okay, let me take a look. Because I did not get a notification. It did not show up.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to click on your schmannel. Oh, Nintendo Direct 2026. I did not see that. That's not fair.
Yeah. So,
dude, you know it hasn't showed me one of your videos for 3 weeks. I just thought you were taking a break.
No.
Dude, you did one for Star Fox and the Nintendo Switch June 2026 Direct.
Yeah.
It did not show me any of those.
Wow, the Star Fox one did some good numbers.
But it didn't show it to me. I would have watched it.
Oh.
Because I can see the last one that I watched was your Splatoon Raiders.
Oh, wow. No, yeah, I wasn't taking a break. I still uploaded it. I did skip 1 week, but that's because last weekend was the card show and Comic-Con. So,
one thing I wanted to ask: when you've been posting a bunch of your artwork.
Yeah.
Have you been doing art at work?
So now every 3 weeks we have to work a weekend. We're all alternating, and I'm like, what the freaking heck am I gonna do? So yes, I did one Saturday and Sunday to eat up time. I'm milking the clock because there's nothing to do. The managers, when they're there, they're the ones that put in the work orders and stuff like that. There's nobody there except nurses and CNAs and stuff. So what the frick am I going to do? So I bring my Switch and I bring my art.
You're just waiting for someone to say, hey, we need this done. And
yeah,
if there's nothing done, you're just kind of like...
just be on call. Yeah, I'm literally at work doing my artwork. I got YouTube going for like music and stuff, other than when I want to watch videos, but like music and stuff while I'm doing my art. And then, you know, I bring my Switch and stuff too to keep me busy.
Yeah, why don't they just put you on call instead? That would be easier.
That's how it always was. But apparently, because he gets calls every weekend, he doesn't want to bother us or something on our days off. It's like, dude, whatever.
So you're just stuck sitting. So do you ever have a day, one of those days that goes by where there's nothing that you need to do, so you just sit there and wait until something needs to get done, and then nothing needs to get done, so you just leave?
Well, he keeps us busy when he's there. So, and no, we don't leave. No, he pretty much overall.
No, I mean when your shift's over, you're like, all right, shift's over. I haven't had to fix or repair or do anything all day.
That's the weekends.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had to do like last Saturday I did like 2 things. I changed out a dude's mattress for a new air mattress, made sure it was working or whatever. I did like one other thing. Then Sunday, all I had to do was check the grill, made sure that the propane had propane in it because somebody was going to use it later. That's all I did on Sunday. So
wow. So you missed church for that?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Stupid.
Yeah, because I remember you said you weren't going to go to church. Hey, guys, now you know that we actually do talk outside of this podcast.
Yes.
So there are some people that are like, oh, yeah, we're actually friends outside of the podcast.
Yeah.
So, but we've rambled on long enough, and people are like, all right, I'm super done with you guys.
Yeah.
You guys were boring. You're talking about propane and propane accessories.
Close it out.
So we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go hit the gym. This guy's gonna go to bed because do you have work tomorrow?
Yeah, I do work tomorrow.
So he's got to work tomorrow. I'm gonna go work out because I need to lose weight because I need to lose weight. I need to get healthy. So, all righty, guys. Thank you all for watching this. For those of you who actually got notifications, who are actually told that we were live tonight, 2 weeks in a row that this has happened, but this week was worse than last. It's like, hey, we're not showing any.
We didn't go live last week. You were on Pocopia.
Oh no, last week. Oh, because I had family in from out of town.
I was tired anyway.
Yeah, I had family coming in from out of town, and it's funny because what happened last week. I had friends that came in, family that came in. I finally got to rest, and then I looked at what time it was. I was like, dang, it's 10:30, and I didn't even put up a notification saying that I wasn't going live.
Oh well.
So yeah, we had guests, and the week before that, that's probably why YouTube's like, we're not showing anybody because you're not going live consistently. Sorry, that life happened.
Yeah.
And YouTube also decided not to show any of my Power A videos. So those are cool controllers. I even had people ask me when I was going to review them. So I just had to wait. Power A said wait, so I had to wait. That was it. But there you go. Go watch my controller videos. I got a lot of stuff up there that you guys haven't watched because YouTube's not showing it to you. So go watch that after you get done watching this, because I know this is going to be, people are going to watch this tomorrow. People are going to watch it tomorrow. So I'm going to call it a night. D-Man's going to call it a night. And there's nothing else that we want to say. So we're just going to say, God bless each and every one of you and be legendary.
Yeah.
Thanks again. I'm going to hit that and then say, yeah, but we out.
From pixelated past to next-gen dreams, Logan's team got the scoop on gaming scenes. Controllers click, the stories start. News and reviews from the game